Y'all already know what time it is. You are now tuned in to Talking Ish with your girl, aka Glam Doll, working on being both beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside. Today we had to get real close and personal, but this is a very personal story, but I thought it was hilarious. I was thinking about it the other day and I'm just like, I gotta share this. And I haven't been giving y'all no content. Let's just jump into it real quick. Before I start this video off, no, I am not gay. I have never so much as kissed a girl. Like, you feel me? You know, I think women are beautiful. I'm always be like, oh, she's beautiful. Da-da-da. You know, I'm talking about booties, titties, all that body serving. You feel me? But I'm not gay. At this point in time, right? I was single as fuck. Okay? So I was with this dumbass dude. Didn't I tell y'all stay away from Jamaican niggas? But yeah. My ex was doing a bunch of bullshit at the time too, and it was just a lot going on. I'm not new to internet relationships, as you all come to find out. It was kind of like that because I didn't see her in person except for one time, right? The thing was, she went to high school with me, and I remember her from high school, and I always thought that she was interesting looking. Like if you look at all my exes, like, I don't really have a type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have a type. Like, they all look different. So I was just like, she's interesting looking. Like, she's intriguing. I guess I get that from my dad. I didn't really remember what she looked like in person. Like, I would always see her in passing. She had graduated before me. And then I ended up not even graduating from that high school. So it was just like, you know, like years had passed. What had happened was, right? I don't know how, like, she was just always watching my stories and everything. And then I would watch her stories. And, you know, me, I'm like a person that's like really, you know, stimulated by intellect. I love smart people. I love people who think, analyze, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she always had something interesting going on, was always talking about something interesting. And so it was just like, we just started chatting. At work, my job is like real slow. Then it was like, we got on the phone or whatever. And, you know, it was like chill vibes or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was living with my cousin at the time, who was low-key trying to encourage. Honestly, I'm be 100% honest, y'all. I was really only trying this because I wanted to know if she could eat pussy. I wanted to know if she could eat pussy. That was really just the thing. It was like at that point in time, I was just like, damn, I don't know what that dyke head be about. I'm like, what if it really be about? What if it really be about something? Like, because, you know, like, they're girls. You know what I'm saying? So they probably understand better than men do. They probably understand a little bit better. And then I was sitting here thinking about it like, yo, I never ever thought about giving back. Never thought about it. I remember thinking about it like, oh my God, is she gonna pull out a penis? I remember I tried to talk to her about it, but she didn't really want to talk about it like that. She just started laughing. And I was just like, yo, like, is she gonna whip out? Like, so we decided that we was gonna finally meet up at this poetry slam. So we go to the poetry slam. When I seen her, she was much smaller than I thought she was. First of all, and I liked her too because she wasn't like a butchy dyke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she dressed kind of like tomboy, I guess you could say. She wasn't like a butch dyke with the haircut, all that extra shit. Y'all know, that's not even my style. Like, nothing wrong to them dykes, to them butch dykes. Listen, and if you like butch dykes, it's up to you. Like, you like it, I love it. Like a tomboy, whatever. So when I see her, she was like really small. Like, and mind you, I'm little. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only 5'2". So she had to be like 4'11". Like, she was little. I was like, oh, okay. Little tonka toy. Tonka. Oh, but she was cute though. Like, I was like, oh. When I saw her, that's what I felt. I felt awe, not like anything else. But when she saw me, her eyes got wide, like wow, like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to style on her, but you know, I'm fine. Like, and I think it was just like, you know how like when you be talking on the phone with somebody for so long, then y'all finally see each other. Honestly, it wasn't even that long either. Like, how long was we talking, to be honest? What, a month, if that? Like, it wasn't probably wasn't even a full month. But nonetheless, yeah, so we finally meet up. She looked at me and she was just like quiet, like just staring at me, like, and I was like, hey, like, you know, hug. I remember before I had told her, like, oh, what if I really don't, you know, like it, like you like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, would that be a problem? And she told me no. She was like, you know, I get it. Like, you maybe just a little curious. She was like, but if you don't like me like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could still be friends. Oh, all right. like Gucci chill. Like that's the type of vibes I'm on, you know what I mean? So saw her, we smoked, she was mad silent, just mad silent. The poetry shit was about to start, so I sat down. It wasn't no other seat, so she let me take the seat, you know, real gentleman like. And then the bitch disappeared. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck did she go? Like, I thought she was going to stand next to me. It was a really small place, and it was like, you could have stood next to me. Like, I was going to stand if, you know, I was saying we both could have stood because it was only one seat or whatever. So then I look around the room, she all the way in the corner, like in the back, like, you know what I'm saying, like all the way in the corner in the back. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Like, I was already high, I'm enjoying myself, like I like poetry. Time went on, had a brief intermission or whatever. So then I go to her, whatever. She's like, oh, do you want anything? And you know, my fat ass was like, yeah, I want some quesadillas. We went over here to the little cafe spot, whatever. And it was just like, she was just being real distant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we at least friends, bitch. Like, you could stand next to me. Like, you acting all weird and shit. So I kept pulling her to me because at the end of the day, like, I couldn't hear either. Like, they started playing music and stuff like that. I'm trying to talk to her. She being all weird on the side. Like, well, let's go to the corner while I was waiting for the quesadillas to be done. And she was just like, mad quiet. And I'm like, is it a problem? Like, is there something wrong? And she was like, no, like, it's not a problem. But she walked off. And I was like, okay, giving me weird vibes. See, I got my quesadillas. She paid for them. Then she went to go stand back in the corner. And I was like, I keep trying to ask her, like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, like, I'm okay. Like, are you okay? And I'm just like, the fuck, bitch? And so then I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. She was like, okay, well, bye. Like, I'm gonna stay here. And I was just like, okay. Like, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, my feelings was a little hurt because I'm like, damn, bitch, we at least friends. Who was saying if I didn't like you like that or whatever? But we didn't even get to any of that because you just instantly started acting weird off that. Like, and if she see this video, I honestly don't give a fuck because you know you was on weird vibes. But, you know, it's no bad blood. But it was just like, man, I didn't even do nothing to you. Like, I think I might have texted her and was just like, yo, I don't know what happened. Like, you know, vibes just switched up real fast. And, you know, if I did something to offend you or something, let me know. Like, cause so then she was like, oh, I just didn't feel like you were feeling me. And I'm like, what? Like, you ain't even give me a chance to feel nothing. Like, you let me sit down, then you just walked away. So we couldn't feel not one vibe, not two vibes, not nothing. But I guess she wasn't feeling like I was looking at her the way she was looking at me. And she was just like, yeah, like, it was a lot of people there that, like, wanted me. And I came with you. And da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you got all this mouth on the phone. She was like, oh no, and I saw you staring at guys and this is not. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, are you like crazy in your head? Like, is something wrong with you in your mind? Like, I didn't understand. I'm like staring at guys. Like, okay, like, it's friendly. We flirted a little bit, and you was already saying like you could feel like if I ain't feel you like that, we's gonna be friends. Everything's gonna be cool, cordial. But you already off bat getting jealous. So I was sitting there chilling. Like, I was high. I was sitting there chilling, like, just enjoying the fucking poetry. It was barely any guys in there, to be honest. Like, it was probably like like 4 or 5 guys, and none of them was intriguing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like, okay, bitch, you was a weird vibe, but it's all right. Damn, I wish I could remember, because it was like some more. Oh yeah, then it was just other shit, right? Like, because she would try to make it seem like, now that, like, once I started thinking about it afterwards, it would just be like little stuff, and she would try to, like, make it seem like, I don't know, like, you know, girls were supposed to be with other girls, and she was talking about, like, periods and stuff. And she was like, oh, I don't get my period long at all, da 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 da, whatever. And she was like, as opposed to y'all, you know, who be having sex, y'all be getting y'all period longer. And I'm like, I later found out that actually, this is just a little fun fact for y'all. Women, you know, who get their period longer, that just means that your womb has more to expel from it. Because your body, you know, it tries to make the baby comfortable inside your stomach, so it'll like, you know, get a whole bunch of shit and just like leave it there. So that's why, you know, that's why once you start having sex more, your periods get a little longer, because, you know, now they're like, okay, it could really be a baby in this bitch, we gotta make sure we got the baby comfortable. So that's why. So she said that, I was like, oh, okay. But then when I was thinking about it, I'm like, bitch, that's because we supposed to have babies. If you want to be with a woman, as you all can see, I was trying to be an equal opportunist. So obviously I have nothing against gay people or anything like that. But I'm just thinking about it, like, she really said that like it was like a thing. Like, oh yeah, that's why y'all be getting y'all periods, because y'all be having that sex, that penile. Y'all be getting that penile, you know what I mean? Like later on, she ended up like apologizing to me, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, oh no the fuck, I did not think I was finna be diking it up. The hell was I thinking? I was thinking about that, like, damn, like I must have really been going through some shit at that time to really be trying to like tonka with the wonka. Nonetheless, like I said, no love lost. Worst date ever. But them quesadillas was rocking, not gonna lie. And I would definitely go back to that poetry slam. Oh yeah, then it was nothing. Then it was like, she would always tell me about her ex-girlfriend. She was saying how she was this, that. My friends, when I ended up telling her, you know, what happened, everything, she was like, oh, I know her. And she was like, the girl that she used to date was like my really, really close friend. And it was actually the other way around. And I was like, I believe it. I was just curious, but as you all can see, she did not touch this cooter. She did not touch me. I did not touch her. And yeah, never again, my friend. Never again.